Wait a minute. Just showing the video is not going to be very helpful, I think. Let's see that intro and I'll explain how to get the Guardian's tail and axe afterwards. The Guardian's tail is an item acquired after defeating both Ixillis XV and Ixillis XVI at the same time. It does not matter which one you kill first, but you have to take down the last one before it becomes enraged. This item can be turned in to create the Guardian's axe, which is an axe that grants 100% of the damage dealt back as mod power for both weapons. This axe has a very basic moveset, with a forward chopping 2-hit combo for light attacks and an over-the-shoulder spin attack 2-hit combo for heavy attacks. Both light and heavy attacks can be easily comboed. The Guardian's axe does not have a special moveset when attacking after rolling or backstepping. But enough about that. Let's get right into the actual process of beating those oversized butterflies. In general, I would rank this as one of the hardest boss fights in the game during a first playthrough. But once you've upgraded your gear and have started learning the patterns and mechanics of the fight, it eventually becomes quite manageable. This is the loadout I went with for this video. In short, it is a build for constant damage output with minimal downtime that works best when using automatic weapons. The damage output is high enough to force both bosses out of their screaming phase with one magazine, and the armor is strong enough to withstand most hits without instantly dying. If you're having problems with this fight, I can give you some general pointers to make it easier. Firstly, I would say the best counter to this fight is having armor strong enough to stop you from getting one hit KO'd. If you don't have this, I suggest upgrading your armor or choosing a stronger armor set. Use a medium to long range semi-automatic or automatic rifle and handgun. I recommend using the assault rifle and magnum revolver, but you can use the beam rifle too if you like it more. Move away from the area affected by the corrosive bomb, as it will both drain your HP and give you the corroded effect over time, making you an easy kill. Use Frenzy Dust. The added fire rate and reload speed will help a lot, since you can deal much more damage in between moving and dodging and don't have to spend as long time reloading. Admittedly, it is difficult to keep track of both bosses and at the same time keep up a decent damage output. Therefore I recommend focusing on one boss at a time, usually the one who is in melee phase. Between reloads, rolls and boss attacks, quickly swivel the camera around and look what the other boss is doing, and always keep moving while shooting. Try to be as much in the middle of the bridge as possible so you don't fall off, and always try to dodge along the length of the bridge. If you get hit and become staggered near the edge, you can recover by quickly rolling back in towards the center of the bridge. Typically the bosses will not be damaged evenly as the fight progresses. At some point during the fight you will have to focus fire on the one with most health in order to even out the health bars. I recommend doing this when one of the two bosses reaches approximately 1/4 HP left. Dodging the boss's attacks is actually not that difficult once you get the timings down. As said before, the difficulty mostly originates from the fact that you're not readily able to keep track of both bosses at the same time. In total there are 6 main attacks, namely the downwards and side swipes, corrosive bombs, adds phase, scream and laser beam. I took out a few short clips from this video showcasing successful counters to these attacks and have put them at the end, complete with a short description of the correct countermeasure. But for now, let's just enjoy the final stretch towards earning our very first Guardian's Tail. Coming up is an example of one of my earlier advices where I mentioned that sometimes you have to roll when you get staggered near the edge in order to not fall down and die. I almost mess up at the end because the boss survives with like 1 health, but hey, I guess the revolver finish is kinda cool as well. Now let's learn how to dodge the boss attacks. For the downwards swipe attack, wait until the spear flashes green and the sharp sound is heard, and then roll sideways. For the side swipe attack, wait until the spear flashes green and the sharp sound is heard, and then roll sideways. For the corrosive bomb, don't dodge. If you dodge the bomb and the second boss does a melee attack, you will get hit. Wait until just before the boss starts lobbing the bomb and then simply run away. For the adds phase, the boss will summon 6 clouds that fly towards you and deal damage upon contact. During this phase, Ixillis is quite passive, which means you can get some damage in. Just make sure to take down the adds within 1 or 2 clips, so you don't have to deal with them on top of the boss once it starts attacking you again. For the scream phase, just shoot both bosses in their weak spot, the head, to stop them from screaming and killing you. For the laser beam attack, the boss will stop to fire its beam at 4 nodes along the length of the bridge. Don't roll through this attack. Wait until the boss has just finished firing one beam and then run past that position towards the other end. Alright everyone, that's it for this video. We now know how to obtain the Guardian's Tail and Axe, and we've seen a lot of tips to make one of the toughest fights in the game much easier. As always, if you have any questions or suggestions for other Remnants from the Ashes videos that you would like to see, please leave a like and comment on the video. Thanks for watching. This has been 9 from Super Classic Gaming.